I've noticed a little trend going around on YouTube recently. It seems like everyone's making these "I'm done with Destiny 2, Destiny 2 no more for me, I'm out of Destiny 2, I got nothing more to do with Destiny 2. And a lot of these same people are still putting up Destiny videos right after, like we're just supposed to forget that you made that video.
Knock it off, fuckity fuck, nigga. Relax.
I guess it's a nice clickbait for people who want to see people's huge reasons for leaving Destiny 2, because I think more times than none, it's just fun to hate Destiny 2. The people who dislike the game versus the people who like it outweigh them versus the people who like it. So this video is nothing like that. There are a few couple gripes that I had with the new DLC that just came out, Curse of Osiris, that I did want to speak about, but this is in no realm of I'm quitting Destiny 2, I'm done with Destiny 2, nothing of the sort. So, the Curse of Osiris DLC, Season 2. I went ahead and bought both DLCs at the same time for a little over 30 bucks, and for, I guess I would say $15 a piece, something like that, I got what I wanted out of it. What you are getting is, you are getting a new campaign, which is really the meat and potatoes of that's really what I wanted to get it for. But of course, you know, you're getting all your new weapons, new exotics, new legendaries, there is a new part of the raid, and, you know, some nice new exotics in there that can change up things. We do get a new public space as well on Mercury, which very tiny, very small. You also get a new vendor, Brother Vance. But other than that, as far as a new world, that's all you're getting, and literally it is very tiny. There's one public event in it. It's the same one over and over. That's about as big as it is. But you know, really, it is more of the same with a new story tacked on, and you be able to get new equipment. That's pretty much what it boils down to. So for 15 bucks, like, I'm a Destiny fan, so I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna play it. If you don't play Destiny, then you're just not gonna understand that, and if you do, then you will. So let's go ahead and dive into the campaign. It wasn't bad. It really wasn't great either. It was okay. I mean, I didn't have a lot of gripes with it. I didn't have a lot of overwhelming positivity for it either. It was okay. We got to learn a little bit about Osiris. It's focused more all around the Vex and their plan to wipe out all other races other than themselves, and that's pretty much what it boils down to. Now, what I can say about it is, like I said, it was okay. I have no problem with it for the most part. The only thing that I will say, as far as gameplay standpoint, it was way too easy. There's very few sections where your ghost can't revive you, or you need to focus a little bit more. I felt that it was way too easy. Your only punishment is getting pushed back a little bit. I will say that I think the level design of the new Infinity Forest was rather whack. So basically, is these sections that you go forward and they open up, and you basically have to find an overpowered enemy, kill it to get the key to open the door and progress forward. But with these sections, most of them you can just skip over everything. You can literally just keep running forward to open the next door, unless you have to shoot a certain enemy to open the gate. Even after the campaign is finished, there's a couple more missions to do in there where you could explore the Infinity Forest a little bit more. I feel like there's so many missed opportunities with that. There was so many things that I feel like they could have done really well with that. But no, it was just more of the same, going back in, fighting one big cabal or one big fallen boss. Basically, the Vex are just running simulations over and over, because that's just the Vex. They love probability, and every different outcome is, you know, a different way to time to run. So it had so many things that they could have implemented into that, and I feel like it was such a missed opportunity where they could have done something really epic with that, and I feel like it kind of failed a little bit. Also, the final confrontation, the final boss, was, I think, very lackluster. It was very repetitive and way too easy. It just, you know, I like the setup of the new boss. I like his, you know, his ultimate goal and scheme. He seemed very menacing, but at the same time, the final confrontation with him was pretty whack. I didn't hate it, I didn't love it, but I think it served its purpose. You know, for the 2 hours, that's about how long it is, about 2 hours. I enjoyed myself for the most part. New story in Destiny, I got nothing to hate there. I mean, I love the lore of Destiny, so it was cool to get to learn about Osiris, and really, in a nutshell, the story was okay. The gameplay was very easy. 2 hours for the main campaign that it brings into it, it's alright, it's okay. I will say that I'm a little disappointed knowing that Destiny 2 could be struggling a little bit with people playing it. The number drop off apparently is very significant at this point. And I felt with the DLC coming out that they could have brought some people back in, or, you know, put some people at ease about, you know, hey, you know, I know you guys have your gripes and et cetera, but see, this DLC, we're gonna put out something epic to, you know, make sure you guys are content and happy with what you got. And really, I feel like they just played it very, very safe with this. It was, like I said, it wasn't anything groundbreaking, and I think at a time where the game could be teetering on a brink where people are just really completely jumping out of it and the numbers are dwindling, they really could have brought a lot of people back in. But I don't think that they chose to really jump the shark like they did with the Taken King. But, you know, hopefully the next DLC will be something more epic, or we'll get something more epic after that. I'm probably expecting the second DLC to probably be a lot like the first one. And to the people who continuously say that Destiny 2 is gonna die, it's over with.
Stop.
I did speak to him last night. Like, he told me the whole story. It sounded like Safari 2.0.
Stop.
What I mean, Safari 2.0.
Stop. No.
You gotta help me out here.
I'm part of that fan base. It has its community of people who are going to play it regardless. There is no death for Destiny in sight, so those words being spoken a lot are pretty much just malarkey to me. The game has a great community. You know, I don't see this game dying off anytime soon. For anyone who's thinking that it is because of the numbers dropping, I think you're going to be highly mistaken. I'm sorry, but you know, these same people who sit there and say, I'm done with Destiny 2, I guarantee that they're buying the DLC and making videos about it as well. So I don't see this game dying off anytime soon. Now, I haven't spent a ton of time with it. I won't say that I've gotten any weapons yet that are like super groundbreaking where I was like, oh man, this is a great new legendary, a great new exotic. I've got a few things here and there, but nothing, you know, extravagant where it just kind of breaks the mold that was already there. I'm still using most of my original gear. Haven't found anything to kind of switch out of that. I haven't found a few things that were interesting and I've played around with, but that's one thing, biggest gripe that I really want to speak on it is that this new beam cannon that came out, it's a lot like the Cold Heart. If you don't know, Cold Heart was a day one exclusive where you had to get it if you pre-order the game, and I didn't even pre-order it on Xbox One. I picked it up a couple weeks later and I still got it, so it wasn't that big of a exclusive. But this new gun, I don't know how else to say this, but everyone is using it in multiplayer, and it's so overpowered. It's way too overpowered. And this is the gameplay footage of it, and you can literally see that every single person is using it. That goes for saying it's because Xur was selling it on day one on Friday for people to buy it, so of course everyone picked it up. So everyone has it and everyone's using it, and rightfully so. It doesn't even make sense to use anything else, not even heavy ammo. This thing melts health. It'd be great, you know, I mean, it is great for PvE, but PvP, man, I mean, it's just like everybody's fucking playing Ghostbusters, you know, don't let the fucking beams collide.
Throw it. I did that, that's my fault.
It's okay, the table broke the fall. There's something very important I forgot to tell you.
What?
Don't cross the streams.
Why?
It would be bad.
But the new Prometheus lens beam cannon, this thing wrecks, man. And it's turned the PvP aspect of the game into just a shit show, in my opinion. No one's using anything else. A few people are still holding on to some weapons, but they're dying at a rapid rate. I literally had to cave in. I was like, you know what? Everyone's using it. I'm not going to use it. I'm not buying into it. I'm going to stick with what I got because I have my very specific layout for PvP, which works for me, but it wasn't holding up, man. Everybody who had this gun was wrecking me in a second. So I had to dive into it, and even me using it, I realized like it's insanely overpowered. It's insanely overpowered. And it's taken the fun out of PvP, and I really hope Destiny or Bungie really addresses this gun. Definitely next week patches it, or in the next 2 weeks patches it where it's not so overpowered. Hopefully it's just a fad, maybe it'll run out, but I really hope that this gun is addressed because PvP has basically turned into a complete shit show with this gun. Every single solitary person is using it, and if they're not using it, I guarantee they're gonna start using it in the next day or two because they're not getting any kills with it without having it. You can just stand back and just melt health off of anyone, and literally just die. Usually my kill to death ratio is pretty decent. I'm usually 2.0 or above. With this, I was not, I'm not used to a gun like this, so it was taking me a little bit of time to get used to it and use it. Still trying to switch off on some of my other weapons, and it just wasn't working, so I primarily had to focus with using this gun, and it's drove me absolutely crazy. So I really hope Destiny fixes and addresses this. This gun is complete bullshit, and I hope that it's addressed, because like I said, PvP has turned into nothing other than a shit show. All in all, Curse of Osiris is pretty disappointing. Like I said, I mean, it brought a lot of new things into it. I'm a Destiny fan, so I'll stick with the good, I'll stick with the bad. I'm not gonna just rage quit because I'm unhappy with a few aspects of it. Destiny 2 is my game. I love it, I play it. I'll continue playing it regardless of what they do or what they don't do. I just hope that they address some of these issues, because I'm not seeing a great deal of fun with PvP right now. So I hope they do fix that. But other than that, the new DLC for 15 bucks, you really can't go wrong with it. If you're looking for a reason to jump back into Destiny 2, I mean, that's always been my stance with Destiny. I'll play the hell out of it for quite a few months, and then I'll take a break from it. It's a game you need to have a cooldown period with, and that's kind of what I did. I took a break from it to finish some games that I wanted to finish off for 2017. I took a good maybe 2 months, maybe not 2 months, maybe a month and a half. Yeah, maybe like 2 months break from it. I wanted to get some other gaming done for this year. Some games that I feel like that I've missed out because I've been playing so much Destiny. So of course, the DLC, I'm jumped right back in full force, and it's hard for me to play anything else at this point, but I am a little upset with some of the decisions that were made in there. I was really hoping to have something grand and epic, but what I got was it was just like I said, okay. Nothing crazy good. So I'm hoping Destiny and Bungie will turn it around, and we'll get something even more epic. Hopefully they'll listen to the feedback of this, not me, just in the community in general, because I think everybody has the same concise kind of thought that I had. The DLC was okay, nothing great. So anyway, that's all I really got, guys. Just wanted to speak on my thoughts about the new DLC, and just everyone talking about how they're done with Destiny 2, and that's all I got, guys. Much obliged for watching. We'll check you out the next one. Later.